I mean, just think about it. 1,000 students, even 100 students, making $1,000 per day, and you're able to grow their accounts on a monthly basis. Listen, listen.
Why, Dada? Why?
This is business.
This is my sweat.
I know, but I did business.
Shut up! Shut up!
This is business.
Hey.
But we probably know why she's not managing the accounts and taking on some risk, right? Once you buy the course, the risk is all on you.
So that's again how you take higher probability trades and how you can kind of protect yourself from losing as much.
So what kind of stocks are you investing in on a daily basis?
Great question. I do healthy companies. I'm not a penny stock girl.
Okay.
If somebody comes to me with a stock that I don't know, that's not me. I'm looking at healthy companies that longer term investors would probably invest in too.
Okay.
So we're looking at the Apples, the Amazons, the Facebooks, the Chipotle, good solid companies that have had an upward trend over time.
Yeah.
Like I said, longer term investors would probably pick the same ones, but we just trade in and out of it for income.
Oh, I say it again. You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Boy. Okay, all right. So once they get in, right, how many students have you had go through your course?
Over 7,000.
Over 7,000, okay. And out of those 7,000, what would you say is the average, like what is your average student saying that they're making on a monthly basis?
Yeah, well, I can't say an average.
Yo, this is where he capping, y'all, and I'm gonna hold him accountable. Pay attention to what just happened.
Okay. Because it's a self-paced course.
I love it.
So people can kind of go at their own pace.
I love it.
But I will say, we had $1 million in a day challenge.
Whoa, wait. Where people were making $1 million in a day?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, girl, now you're sounding too good to be true.
I'm not too good to be true. You just don't know.
Yo, I'm just keeping it above. Okay.
But no, so if I could teach 1,000 people to make $1,000 in a day.
We have the tapes. We have the information.
So our goal is to have 1,000 students make $1,000 in a day. But in order to have that kind of goal, you got to track it. So what is the criteria for you all to join the movement and become part of our $1,000 a day club? Well, for our trade and travel students, here are the 2 criteria. You can do it in your SIM account or your real account. We don't want anyone to be left out because you don't have enough cash. So we want to make sure that in your SIM account or your real account, you're trading with less than $100,000. I teach students how to make 1% of their cash amount a day. Usually, we can hit that goal with $30,000 in our account. So I usually tell my trade and travel students, make your SIM account, especially if you don't have it already in your real account, make your SIM account $30,000 and then try to hit that $1,000 a day with just $30,000 in your account.
Well, for our trade and travel students, here are the 2 criteria. You can do it in your SIM account or your real account. We don't want anyone to be left out because you don't have enough cash. So we want to make sure that in your SIM account or your real account, you're trading with less than $100,000. You can do it in your SIM account or your real account. We don't want anyone to be left out because you don't have enough cash.
That means my community, our trade and travel group, would be generating $1 million a day.
Wow.
And we've tracked that. So we had people like, if they hit $1,000 in a day, and there were rules because we didn't want it to be like outlandish. Yeah. But if they made $1,000 in a day, they took a screenshot and they sent it to us.
Okay.
Just early, like in the beginning of this year, we hit over 1,000 students making $1,000 in a day. Wow. Now we're closer to 2,000 students making $1,000 in a day.
Are you serious?
Yes. And they're like, literally, like it's realized gain. They can now go in. Like I have one girl, she's funding scholarships for students with her money.
So she's making an impact.
Yes, exactly. Like we're changing lives for real.
Sorry. I'm just trying to dodge objects the way that Teri was dodging that question. If she cannot even answer the average amount that her students are making, she's so fixated on the $1,000 per day. Like, it's crazy. She can't even answer the average amount that her students are making, or what percentage are making a certain amount at each income bracket. Then I got a question her legitimacy. Teri has over 9,000 students in her regular trade and travel program and over 3,000 students in her trade and travel VIP investor program. The number of students she has is an important fact given what I found out on the testimonial landing page. More on that later. Teri constantly markets a course with the $1,000 per day income claim, which we already know is shaky because she includes demo accounts. It's pretty easy to make $1K per day if you have $3 million in your demo account, okay? Plus, trading with live money that you could potentially lose elicits different emotions and causes different outcomes and decision making than trading with play money in a demo account.
You can do it in your sim account or your real account. We don't want anyone to be left out because you don't have enough cash.
Hopefully, Teri can collect some student trading data and make a video detailing what percentage of her students are profitable at all, what percentage are making actually $1,000 per day, and most importantly, what percentage are still not profitable and losing money after maybe 6 months of trying her strategies. Making a video of this nature just adds more transparency to her brand. You know, her current lack of transparency, hopefully she changes in the future, reminds me of another person online, Patrick Bet David, who runs the YouTube channel Valuetainment and is the CEO of an MLM insurance company, PHP, who has the top compensation plan for all of their workers and self-contractors.
We've been needing to do this one for a while. Patrick Bet David, ladies and gentlemen, owner and founder of People Helping People, an MLM focused on life insurance. You may know him, though, from his YouTube channel, Valuetainment. Now, I have no problem with Valuetainment. I like it. I'll watch Patrick all day on Valuetainment, to be quite honest with you. But the MLM pack, what are you doing with the MLM? Because it bills itself as like solving all the problems, guys. It says, you know, student debt, crisis. What's going to save you? Let's watch their advertising.
Will the rising trade tensions between the U.S. and the China just keep pushing these markets lower?
Underemployment among recent college grads.
Saving for retirement.
It's not easy to ignore the financial problems we have today. In retirement, not a chance. Everyone talks about it, yet very few bring financial solutions to solve it.
Oh boy, here we go. Big promises.
Until now.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
One company dares to dream bigger and do the impossible. One company pushes the limits of the status quo.
Wow.
And if you want to just barely scratch the livable income, 2.82% of people make $33,000, or $34,000 approximately. 2.82%. Where is the business opportunity there?
How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
So what is the reality of PHP? According to the disclosure they have to file. Let's check it out because they say they have the top compensation plan.
With the top compensation package in the marketplace for entrepreneurial agency builders, PHP is ushering a new era of multicultural and diverse agents.
So this is that, and it's for agents that got their license, because I know you have to get like licensed with these kinds of businesses. So I wanted to make sure we measured the licensed agents, and they said this is licensed agents. Well, let's check out the numbers. $800,000 of income. That's pretty good. Well, how many people get that? 0.13%. Okay, so it drops pretty steeply off from that. Okay, 300,000, not bad. 0.14%. Now going on from that, like you basically have 1% of people making a really good income, it seems like. Because 0.75% make $148,000. That's a great living. You're gonna do very well with that.
Especially if there's an upfront cost to get the insurance, get licensed, put in all this energy. So I get it though, you know, there's some truth to having people pay upfront to take it more seriously and actually follow through, right? Compared to it being free and they just don't care about it, don't value it. But people are paying to get access to other stuff and they're still only making $205? Make it make sense.
Well, now we drop into the middle class, right? 1% of the people do that. It's still great. Still good compensation. Here's where it really falls off. Down here, I don't know if you can see that, 64% of paid agents, these are agents getting paid, made $200. The vast majority of people who made money with PHP barely paid off their enrollment fee of $200 that year. You hardly broke even on an enrollment fee, over half. Now, 20% of them made $2,000 in a single year. Terrible income. Let's just be honest. That's like a side hustle at best. 7,000, same thing. 6% of people made that, meaning that about 90% of PHP's employees also make less than, take a guess. Everyone got their guess ready? McDonald's employees. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the number one compensation plan in MLM. The thing that's changing everything. That's changing a world full of debt. McDonald's starting salary makes more than 90% of those people.
When researching and doing your due diligence on Teri Ijeoma and her trade and travel program, you'll find a ton of interviews and videos online reviewing her course, but they all seem to have an affiliate link in the description or in a blog post somewhere. So for a course in the $1,000 range, they have a heavy financial incentive to embellish the benefits and recant on the drawbacks, and possibly put their integrity on the line. If they're getting 50% commission, that's $1,000. But arguably, Lolita's review at the 6-month mark of taking Teri's course came across as the most authentic one online. And she confirms the information that I found out as well. So yeah, it is definitely a demo dummy account that she includes in the 1K per day marketing.
And speaking of that, let's go right into the have I made $1,000 a day yet trading stocks, because you guys all want to know that. Everybody who is thinking about taking her course wants to know, if I put down this money, am I gonna get money in return? Like, that's what you want to know. So the answer to that is no. I have never made $1,000 in one day in the stock market yet. Maybe in the future I might. However, guys, I have a couple things to say about the $1,000 a day club. This is from my observations since I've been inside of the private Facebook group, since I've been, studying the whole program. There's a couple of things I do want to let you guys know, because I want you to have full disclosure. I want you to be able to make a valid decision regarding whether or not to invest a significant amount of money into this program. Okay, so the $1,000 a day club, let's start off there. We've all seen the people with their plaques on social media smiling, saying I make $1,000 a day, and you're like, wow, it's like thousands of people making $1,000 a day, and these people are just like me, so if they're doing it, then surely I can do it too. Well, here's the catch. Because there's always a catch when it sounds too good to be true. Here's the catch. So essentially, in order to get into the $1,000 a day club, all you have to do, after you buy the program, all you have to do is take a snapshot of your portfolio, your trading portfolio for the day that shows that you realized or unrealized $1,000 in money. But the key is that it doesn't have to be real money. Yeah, I said that. It doesn't have to be real money. So I don't know the percentage, but from my observation, I would say the majority of the people who are posting with the $1,000 a day plaque, they are trading with fake money. And it's very easy to make $1,000 a day when you have $3 million worth of fake money in your trading account. That's pretty easy, right? That makes it seem very easy to make $1,000 a day. Now, there are a significant number of people who actually have real money that they have made $1,000 a day. But here's the catch behind that. In order to make $1,000 a day when you have real money, then you need to have a minimum of $20,000 to $30,000. And it wasn't until I came across one of Teri's videos, I wish I could find it again, I'm sure it's on her YouTube page somewhere. She actually stated in that video that she recommends that people have, I think it was $30,000. It was between $20,000 and $30,000 in order to reach the $1,000 a day mark. Now, had I seen that video before I purchased the course, I wouldn't have purchased the course. Because guys, I'm no millionaire. I just don't have $20,000 or $30,000 just sitting around ready to go into the stock market. I don't. Now, if you do, I think that's absolutely fabulous. You should definitely invest in Teri's course. You should use her strategies and you can multiply your $30,000, right? But for me, I decided that I wanted to start with something realistic. I did not want to do the, the whole $3 million simulated money or $30,000 simulated money. I started with $2,000 of real money, because that was how much I set aside to put into this. Now, with $2,000 of real money, no, I'm not going to make $1,000 a day unless something big happens where, a stock shoots through the roof real quick or something like that. That would be the only way that I would make that $1,000 a day off of $2,000. So I'm saying all of that to say, have I made $1,000 a day? Nope. Will I make $1,000 a day off of $2,000 that I have? Nope, I'm not going to do that. Will you make $1,000 a day? Yes, if you have significant income to invest, you will.
All my life I just see bear wahala. Cause when I move, trouble follow my feet. People just get up, but them not talk when we meet. Every day I pray unto the Lord Almighty. Say me cause they won't give me early sleep. So kill and shell it, but stuff tell it. Don't bring